Jimmy.
Now, what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up half.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as yeah. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like yeah, 5-6. I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounce. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thought, grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, open up some commas. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, she pull the trigger and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her, but I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? Hey, make profits. Hey, Shug, Mike, what we doing? Hey, make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? Hey, make profits. That TTG money gang, making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, what's up everybody? What's going on, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. We are live here for the final trading hour of the day, the final trading hour of the week. What a day it is in the markets, man. The markets are just absolutely on fire today. You started the day off with a big gap down today on the back of bank earnings. Yeah, JP Morgan and Bank of America tell you that their most likely scenario is a mild recession in 2023. And that got the markets trading to the downside. But ever since then, the markets have just been churning to the upside. The low of the day was put in basically in the first couple of minutes of the day. And the markets have just been churning to the upside ever since. It's a pretty crazy day today. And, you know, I came into the day today earlier and thinking like, you know, I would not have thought that the market was going to actually go green today. I'm actually pretty surprised to see us actually push all the way up through to actually go green on the day. It's one hell of a turnaround day here. We're still fighting this 200-day moving average, and we're still fighting this downtrend resistance line. It just, you know, goes to show you that I think that, you know, some people are beginning to look at that mild recession as, it's not too much different than a soft landing. I think it's what the market is starting to look at. Just crazy, just a crazy move in the markets today. And I've just been, you know, trying to find opportunity where I can today. We made some money on block. I traded HTGM. I actually took a small loss on HTGM. It's less than a full risk unit. Made some money on block. But, you know, kind of an uneventful P&L day for me, but it's been a great week in general. As we are kind of closing off this week. And don't forget, Monday, the market is closed. All right. So we will be live on Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on the True Trading Group YouTube channel, where I will be giving you guys my outlook for next week as you get into a lot more of the earnings that you're going to be getting unfolding next week. So you kicked off earnings today with JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citigroup, all coming out and giving you their earnings. United Health gave you their earnings, Delta, a couple of other names. But then the real fun begins next week as you're going to get a handful of more companies. And the next 2 weeks are going to be important. The next 2 weeks is going to be all about earnings and be all about the job numbers, because the Federal Reserve does not speak again until February 1st. So you're going to get another rate hike on February 1st. The size of that hike, is it 25? Is it 50? Yet to be seen. I think it's going to be 25, but it could be 50. We'll have to see. But the market's going to be really focused on for the next couple of weeks, next 2 weeks specifically, on earnings. And you kicked off earnings today, and the markets gave you some really unexpected action. At least it was unexpected from my standpoint. I haven't even spoke to any other traders that when they came into the day today with the big gap down, were like, yeah, we're going green today. I think this is a bit of a shock today to see the markets back up fighting this 200-day moving average. This 200 days is important. We have not spent more than 2 days above the 200-day moving average since April of last year. That's the last time that you had the S&P above the 200-day moving average for more than 2 days. So you kind of bumped up to it yesterday. Now we're above it. So we're above it today. If the markets are literally sitting at the fresh new high of the day today, the markets are literally at a brand new high right now. 397.93 on the SPY is the high of the day. Yesterday's double top high is 398.50. So you have another 50 cents or so of upside until you get up to yesterday's highs. And then you got to see if this market can really start to accelerate into the close. You can have a situation where we push up at 399, 399.50 right into the close if you get over yesterday's high. Yesterday's high is going to be an important level. You know, there's 398 now. We're still pushing new highs now on the SPY. It's a very strong reversal day today from a technical standpoint. You look at this, you look at a chart of today from a technical standpoint, it's a very strong day, especially if this move holds. So if this move holds and you start pushing 398.50, 399 within the last hour of the day, that's going to be a pretty significant turnaround day today. And it's something that I don't think that you can ignore the candle that gets put in there on the daily chart. So it's a wild day. We're going to talk about it. We'll go over kind of, what this all means now going forward with the earnings that you're going to have coming out next week. But crazy day. Crazy turnaround day. I still have about 25% of my block position that is on. That block position is a short from earlier today. I was able to capitalize on this move to the downside. And I still have 25% of that position that is on right now. The short, we covered the bulk of the position right there in front of 70. Why did we cover it in front of 70? And that's because of the support level that you had there in the early morning session there at 70. So that's why we dropped down. We covered the bulk of the position. I held on to 25% of the short because the stock is weak today. The stock has never gone green. It's been red the whole day. And I've just been kind of using this red to green area as a stop on the last 25% of my position. I'm still long Tesla. Right, so these are the positions that I still do have. I'm still long Tesla from 108 from last Friday. I bought the stock a week ago at 108. I've sold the bulk of my position up at 123. I'm still long about 11% of my original position on Tesla from 108. So those are the positions that I still currently have. They're small. I'm not in full positions on anything. 25% of my block short and about 11% of my Tesla long from the original position size. So those are the open positions that I have currently open. So I wanted to get that out of the way to update you guys on the positions that I currently still do have. All right. So we're going to dive in here, folks. I'll be maybe taking a couple of your questions. We'll see what the market has in store for us here today in the final hour of this session. What's up, folks? Welcome to the True Trading Group live stream. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group, the fastest growing and highest rated premium online educational platform that is available to the retail trader and investor today. If you're ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you've come to the right place. We do these live 6 days a week, Sunday through Friday. Won't be Sunday this week because the markets are closed on Monday. It will be Monday. All right, so Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern will be the next time that we're going to go live to break down the outlook for next week and what we expect with all of the earnings that are going to be coming out. All right. But myself, other TTG Pro trading moderators, and special guests come on these lives. We drop golden nuggets, give you free lessons, analysis, trade ideas, and market commentary that can help you guys become better traders and investors, help you make better decisions. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications, and share the stream on your own social media. Click that share button. Let's reach out, let's educate, let's empower as many retail traders as we possibly can. Why should you listen to anything that we talk about on these lives? I did not figure this stuff out on my own, guys. I began my career working at a fund in New York City. It was my first job out of college. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crashed, but also the same year that I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of TTG, and along with my team of 9 other professional trading mods and an over 20-person staff, we've helped thousands of traders and investors to learn to trade and profit in the markets. We're the fastest growing community that's out there because we take university level trading and investing courses, similar to the stuff that I learned that I worked at the fund. I went through a 3-month educational training program before they let me touch a dollar of their money. You guys are going to get the same level of education that I got. We also give you guys premium stock market tools at no additional cost to your membership. We provide workshop and mentorship on stocks, options, crypto, and futures for all styles of trading, day trading, swing trading, and also, yes, even long-term investing. You see, we take that university level curriculum, folks, and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth well over $5,000 a year if you were to go and pay for them on your own. These are tools that successful traders use that gives them more information, helps them make better decisions, increases their chances of success. So you should also be using these tools. Problem is, they'll cost you around $5,000. We've spent years building relationships with these companies so that we could offer these products and on our platform at no additional cost. So you guys don't have to pay that $5,000 a year to get access to these tools. It's all included with your membership when you guys join the TTG platform. You're also going to get access to our members, the TTG fam, over 10,000 of the most educated, helpful, and successful and supportive community of traders you're ever going to find. And of course, you'll get the real-time trade alerts from myself and the other mods. The other mods and myself collectively, as a group, as a whole, have a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So again, if you guys are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you smash that like button, share this stream, turn on your notifications. Don't ever miss out on these streams. I'm dropping golden nuggets on a regular. And like I said, Monday we'll be live at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. All right. Let's take a dive into what the hell happened today with these earnings. We woke up today to all of your bank stocks down significantly. Your bank stocks were down anywhere from 3 to 4% after they came out with, after they came out with earnings. You were looking at a gap down in the overall markets. You're looking at more than a 1% gap down in the markets. You were looking at 3 to 4% gap downs on the bank stocks. Then you had Bank of America trade even lower after they came out with their conference call. And then these stocks just completely reversed. They completely reversed. JP Morgan and Bank of America said in their earnings that their base case, which means their most likely scenario, is for a mild recession in 2023. JP Morgan said it. Bank of America reiterated it. Bank of America said the exact same thing. So you're looking at 2 of the largest consumer banks, they are the largest, telling you that they expect a mild recession in 2023. And the stock's completely reversed. So as I take a look here, take a look at this move on JP Morgan. This is one of the wildest moves that I've seen in JP Morgan in quite a while. Okay. One of the wildest moves that I've seen. Okay. You're talking about from down 3.5% to up 2.5%, a 6% move in JP Morgan. And you take a look at this candle on the daily chart. If that's not one of the sexiest candles you've ever seen, I don't know what is. But I can't remember the last time I've seen JP Morgan move like this. For JP Morgan to move 6% in one day is just crazy. JP Morgan is not a very volatile stock. This is not the kind of stock that you would expect to see from 135 to 143. You wouldn't be expecting to see an 8-point move in a single day from JP Morgan. It's not the type of stock that trades that way. You take a look at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo was down 4.5% this morning. It's now up 3.5%. Again, not the way that Wells Fargo typically trades. Bank of America, same story. Look at this move in Bank of America. Complete reversal. Not the way these stocks typically trade. And I've gotten a lot of questions from people today. What the hell could possibly cause, these stocks to reverse when they traded down 3-4% when they released their earnings? You've got JP Morgan and Bank of America telling you that they think we're going to have a recession. Why would the stocks go up? We got this question probably 100 different times today. And as I'm trying to find a logical answer for it, all I can really think about right now is as you dive into the actual numbers and the earnings that they gave, these banks are in a very strong position to withstand any type of a mild recession. And in the event, and we actually talked about this in the live stream just the other day, in the event that there is no recession, if you do not get a recession, these bank stocks are going to rock because you've got higher interest rates, which bodes better for them. Their net interest income is climbing to the upside. I mean, you take a look at these stocks, their loan loss provisions were not as bad as people thought, meaning how much money they're going to lose on bad loans or defaulted loans. We're not as bad as people thought. And I think as people start to look forward and they start to look around at the inflation numbers, you start to look at the labor market, there's a lot of optimism right now from the soft landing crowd. A lot of optimism right now from the soft landing crowd. This has definitely been, when you look at economic data over the last 2 weeks, the soft landing crowd is starting to kind of pump their chest a little bit. I think it's a little too early to be running around and celebrating the soft landing. You still have a lot of headwinds that are still in front of this market, but I think that that's what you are seeing on why these stocks reversed today, because they very specifically said mild recession, not severe, not moderate. They specifically said mild. And these banks are very, very well positioned to withstand any type of a mild recession. And that's really the only thing that I can really kind of put my finger on, that why these stocks reversed so strongly today. And you actually have the CEO of Bank of America is on CNBC right now talking about their earnings and talking about what their expectations are for the market. So that's where that's the explanation that I have here for why these stocks reversed. I'll be the first person to tell you guys, I did not think, and the SPY new highs, I did not think that this was the market was going to do today. Every day inside of True Trading Group, I come out, every day in TTG, I come on pre-market and I tell everybody what I think the market's going to do. Right? I tell them, this is what I'm doing. This is my game plan. I'm looking for these stocks short. I'm looking for these stocks long. I think the SPY is going to do this, that. And this is what the game plan for the day is going to be. We do that every single day pre-market. Initially, when we came into the day today, I saw the big gap down. I was like, I'm going to look for a bounce off the open and then look for the stocks that are bouncing into resistance levels to get short. Okay, there you go. Our prediction is for a mild recession in early mid-2023. That's right now from the CEO of Bank of America. Literally just said it right now, right in front of my face on CNBC. Our prediction is for a mild recession in early to mid-2023. CEO of Bank of America. I have my volume turned down though, so I can't really hear the details of the other things that he is talking about. That's the headline that's come across on the bottom while he is talking. All right. Let me take a quick check in on. Yeah, I'm probably going to be getting out of the last piece of that block position. It's 25% of the position that I was in earlier today, so it's a small piece, but I'll probably get out of it. I'm seeing what the markets do at yesterday's highs, but I'll probably be getting out of that. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, so we are making a brand new fresh high today. Right now on the spot, there is a new brand new high print, 398.19. Now again, yesterday's highs are 398.50. So you are getting up and you're bumping up right across there on yesterday's highs. But nonetheless, that's the explanation, guys, that I have there for why the bank stocks reversed. But like I said, this is not the action that I expected from the markets today. The markets are a lot stronger today than I initially thought. I did not take the short positions that I was looking for. The market just kept pushing. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to take a step back. I'm going to reassess the situation. And it's just been kind of slow grind to the upside today. So not too much activity there for me from a trading perspective here today, aside from the positions that I just told you that I'm already in. I'm going to go ahead real quick, guys. I'm going to bring on my business partner and co-founder of True Trading Group. Everybody give a big warm AO to Adam.
Yo,
what up?
So I had an idea today. I thought it would be interesting. We talked about this yesterday on the stream. I would actually like to bring on members, and I would like to give them a like a one-on-one with you live. So essentially not like an hour or 30 minutes, but a couple minutes, 3 to 5 minutes per member. I want them to tell you what they're struggling with, what they're having a hard time with, and I want you to help coach them live.
Sure.
All right. First up is Caroline, a.k.a. Thrill Seeker, a.k.a. That 70s Show.
Oh, nice. Thrill Seeker. I love Thrill Seeker.
Hey, Caroline.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm looking at my P&L right now. Not too hot.
Today's a chat. Today is a weird day, to say the least.
Yeah. So one of the things I struggle with most, I'm positioned short for everything. So first question is, how should I hedge myself against all my short positions? Because I'm not gonna get calls here. That would be suicide.
Well, I mean, if you have short positions or you're in put options on some
I'm
stuff.
in put options with the Wolf.
So long dated, like June or April, May?
March and April. Okay.
To hedge your put option positions, if you have longer dated put options, the best way I think to hedge those positions would just be shorter duration call options.
Okay.
So not the same dollar amount, right? Not the same dollar amount, but if you're worried about getting an upside bump in the spot that takes you to like 410 before the market then rolls itself over, once you get into all your tech earnings are going to be the ones that could be the culprit that pulls this market back to the downside. If you're going to get those big earnings revisions, I think it's going to come from those tech names. So you have like a week or so before you get into those big tech earnings. You're going to get a lot more. You're getting some more financials next week. You're going to get some of the other big blue chip, large cap companies. But then, you have a little bit more time till you get into the Apples, the Amazons, the Microsofts, the Metas, the Alphabets, the AMDs and NVIDIAs of the world. So if you're worried about, another bump in the market before that, then I would look at shorter duration call options on the same positions that you're on. So like if you have puts on the SPY, then grab a couple of call options just to offset losses that you would occur on the put options. And then if the market does move higher, you'll get some profit on the calls. And then you can use that money if you still feel good about the put position that's longer dated out. You can use some of that profit that you've offset to average into the puts at cheaper prices than where you originally got into them. And you're basically using free money from the calls to then average yourself down on some of those puts. And that's a way that you could hedge your position if you think you're going to get a bump before you eventually get a pullback.
Okay. Weird question for you. I was trying to close out some of my positions last Thursday. I have 383 puts. The SPY was at 379. I got the puts out of the money and they were still red. So they're 3 in the money and still red.
when did you initially enter them?
It was probably 3 days prior. Like, what would cause that to happen?
So what was
I
the
still
day?
had 3 months on it.
What was the day? Well, it would have to be, it depends on what day it was or what price that you were. So you're saying that the SPY went $3 lower than where you initially bought the puts, but they were still red.
Actually, it went because I had 383s. Oh, I take that back. They were 381s, and I probably got them when it was trading at 383. So I've had them for 21 days now, but they
Okay.
were still red.
Hmm.
2 in the money.
I'm not sure. I mean, it would have to be a combination of implied volatility,
Okay.
of IV crush and theta. It would have to be a combination of, but without knowing what they were at that time
Got
and
it.
what days you got in, because you might have got in, maybe you got into the puts on a day where the implied volatility was very high because of some type of a catalyst in the market.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and then as time went on, it's not necessarily the time decay that was killing you because you still have 3 months of time.
Yeah, it wouldn't be theta. I knew
Could have
that.
been the implied volatility might have dropped. Like it could have been, most likely, if you bought them about a month ago, maybe it was from the CPI, because you had the CPI data that was released in December, and then you had the Fed meeting. So those two events leading into them are going to cause implied volatility to go up. And then after those events, implied volatility will drop.
Okay.
So it sounds like it was a matter of just IV crush, which is why the value of those options probably went down during that time.
Got it. One more quick question for you. Trend reversal days, I seem to get smoked because I cannot get my brain to switch sides. What do you recommend for that? I know it's emotional.
Yeah, a day like today. A day like today. These kind of a day like today is very tough, and this is why, like I said, when we first came out, I did not expect this from the market today at all. To see the market back. If you said to me at 9:30 this morning, Mike, we're going back to yesterday's highs, I would have been like, no way. No way. Not with what you got from the banks this morning. The banks, every company that reported earnings today started the day off red. I'm like, there's no way that you would have taken this all the way back to 398.50. I just think that, to avoid getting killed on the days where the analysis is just so wrong, right? Like today, coming in thinking, hey, I'm going to try to short an opening bounce. That was the wrong call, right? And just sticking to, honestly, your stop losses and not just saying to yourself, oh, well, I'm just going to keep moving my stop loss high. I'll just keep moving my stop loss, keep moving my stop loss. Or it gets to your stop area and then you'll add to your position. Like that's where a lot of people will get themselves into trouble, where when they're fighting the trend from being wrong, if let's say I say my stop loss is 100 and you're short and it gets to 100 and then you're like, okay, well, it drops from 100 to 99.70 and you're like, oh, now I'm going to add. And then it bumps up to 115 and then you hesitate and you pause, right? Like these are the situations where people can really get themselves into trouble by never accepting that I am wrong with my analysis. And it just comes down to stop loss and I'm just sticking to your stop loss. I literally took a step back in my seat today once I saw the markets doing what they were doing. And I was like, guys, I didn't expect this. And if we're going to hold VWAP, remember we were talking about earlier this morning, we're going to hold VWAP and you held it right here. I'm like, the short will be wrong. And we pulled in, we held VWAP, it never cracked, and the short is wrong. So, it's just a matter of sticking to your stop losses to make sure that the trades don't get out of hand and just continuously run away from you.
I find that like after I stop, and then as I lose the opportunity that's in front of me, like Amazon today just crushed it and I missed the whole move because here I am short staring at my position, trying to get out, not trusting that it's going to continue.
Right. Yeah. It's that's where I like to, when I realize that I'm wrong on something, I like to cut bait quickly because I want to be able to then move my attention somewhere else. Because if you keep fighting like that one particular trade, you're going to miss the opportunities that are elsewhere in the market. And I just think it's a matter of just, hey, this is my stop, I'm out.
Okay.
And not really, mess around with it. And I mean, look, when that we're pushing now 398.35, new high of the day on the SPY. We're touching yesterday's highs, and it's like I'm astonished, to be honest with you, that we're up here right now.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Caroline, thank you so much for coming on and asking your questions. I appreciate it.
And thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am.
Hope that helps, Caroline. Thank you.
Yep. Next up, we got TTG member Scott. You ready, Scott? Give me a thumbs up. Nice. There we go. Scott, go ahead. You got to turn your mic on.
Hey, Scott, what's up, man? How are you?
Nope.
Mic's not working?
No, he's got to enable it. Let's try this. Scott, will you figure that out? Let me bring on Jose real quick. Jose, what's going on, man?
Yo, can you hear me?
We can hear you. Go right ahead.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Jose, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good, brother. And you?
I'm doing good, man.
Okay. I have a question because I'm new to day trading and I ran the courses and everything, but I wanted to ask you, how did you or better, how do you find stocks to actually day trade? Like, what do you what like to cook up the game plan?
Good question. So different things I look for whether it's a large cap or if it's a small cap. Small caps, I've got a very straightforward process. For small caps, it's literally I check in this order. What are the top gainers on the day? Let's say maybe there's a list of 15 or 20 stocks that are up, more than 15 or 20% on the day, right? You're going to have a list of those stocks. But that's way too big of a list. You can't focus on 15 or 20 different stocks. So the next step would be, of the stocks that are up the most, which ones have higher than usual volume? So if you have a stock that normally trades 200,000 shares in a day, and all of a sudden this stock's trading 4 million shares pre-market, that's much higher than usual volume. So that's one that will stay on my watch list. A stock that maybe is up 20%, but it's only traded 12,000 shares, I don't care about. That comes off my list. So now maybe the list of 15 to 20 stocks has now dropped down to, let's say, maybe 10. But still not enough. Still too many stocks. Of the stocks that are gapping up the most, that have higher than unusual volume, then I'll say, which of these stocks have a fundamental catalyst that warrants this increase in price? Meaning, is there a press release? Is there a piece of news? Did the company get an FDA approval? Did they meet their endpoints on a phase 2 trial? Did they get maybe awarded a contract by the US Army? Like, what is the reason why this stock is moving to the upside? Ones that have a fundamental catalyst, they stay on the list. Ones that don't get moved to the bottom. And then lastly, of those stocks that are remaining, we take a look at the daily chart. Are any of these stocks gapping above a key level of resistance, right? This is for the small caps now. Let's say if they're at a huge resistance level at $10, the stock's trading at $11.50. I like that stock better than the stock that's gapping up to 8, but still has a ton of resistance at 9. And then that's how I go about prioritizing my watch list when it comes to small caps. That's how I go about prioritizing that. When it comes to large caps, the first thing that I have to do is pay attention to the overall market. When I come in and I sit at my desk in the morning, what is the overall market doing? And the first thing that I will say is, do I think today is going to be a green day in the markets, a red day in the markets, or is it going to be a choppy session, right? So that's the first thing that I will go through, and I'll determine based on what's going on in the markets in the early session, what economic data has come out, if there's like an event like a Fed meeting or anything like that. And I have a basket of stocks that I pay attention to. Like I always look at AMD, NVIDIA. I always look at Snowflake, Microsoft. I always have that basket of stocks, Block, Roblox, and I'll take a look and see what's relatively strong and what's relatively weak. And that's really where I'll go about identifying where I want to be. If I think it's going to be a green day in the markets, I'm not going to go and try to be long let's say maybe Roblox, if Roblox is down 1.5% today, but right now pre-market, the Dow Jones is up 200, the NASDAQ is up 1%, and Roblox is red. Well, that's a stock that I'm not going to try to be long that stock because it's relatively weak to the overall market. Rather, I try to look at, let's say, maybe an AMD that's green 1.5%, and I'll try to be long a stock like that. And I'll really prioritize my large cap trades based on relative strength and relative weakness. As we're talking, guys, the SPY is ripping through yesterday's high. We just broke through 398.50. So there's your 399. There's your 399 print. This is what I'm talking about. If this thing, if we get through yesterday's high, I said this earlier when we first started this live stream, you could see this thing push to 399, 399.50. This is an unbelievable reversal in the SPY today.
Yo, thanks, Mike. You're awesome, bro.
No problem, man. I hope that helps. Thanks for coming on.
What do you think of this? This is kind of neat, right?
No, I like this a lot, actually. I think the members really enjoy this too. This is fantastic.
All right, let's bring on next. I think Scott got his volume fixed. Let's see, Scott.
Yeah, is it working?
Yep,
Yep.
yep, we're good.
What up, guys? What up?
Wow, what's up, Scott? How are you, man?
Yo. Yeah. So I guess one thing that I'm having trouble with, and ran is today. I'm doing better about cutting my losses, but like earlier today, I went in on a put, and there's some decent volume when it was going back down, but then at a certain point, it went down and stopped there at 397.4ish or whatever, and so I can't figure out when that's going to actually stop before like it goes to VWAP. Like it's not going to VWAP, but I'm looking at like the stochastic and the MACD and some of the volume, but I can't figure out when it's going to say nope, I'm still going up. It stops that down trend.
Okay, so I guess just so I understand your question completely, like so when a stock is coming into VWAP, you're saying like how do you know? You're saying like you can't really tell when it's going to be stopping at VWAP or when it's going to be going through. I'm not sure if I understood your question fully.
Yeah. So let's say we hit a high and then it's kind of doing a pullback. Like for me, I'm thinking it's going to hit like a support or something like that. But sometimes like when I'm looking at it, it stops before that support or what I think is a support, and it starts going back up. So I miss it on like the put. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what it sounds like, so like identifying like where you're trying to take profit off on your trades, and sometimes the stock just barely stops right where you're sitting, and then it kind of bounces and goes the other way. Okay. So what that sounds like is, and this is something that I really explain, what I like to talk a lot about when I'm explaining to people like where to take profits on your trades. When you identify these levels, right? So if you say to yourself, hey, I think 200 is support, okay? So if you think that 200 is support, you want to make sure, because remember, support areas and resistance areas are not one particular price. It's an area, it's a zone, right? So if we say 200 is support, well, it's probably safe to say that like from 199.50 up to 240, like that whole little area is going to be support. So instead of saying, okay, 200 is support, and when it gets to 200 and let's say 5 cents or 210 cents, I'm going to take profit. Rather than taking profit in the zone, get it out in front of it. So a lot of times when you see, like if I'm long a stock, we'll use this as an example. Let's say the high of the day is $10. I buy a stock at $8.50. And I'm like, okay, my first take profit's in front of the high of the day. So if the high of the day is 10, I'm not going to put my order at 9.98, right? Because if I think 10 might be resistance, I want to sell in front of the resistance. So my order might be in the 980s, like 985 or something like that, in front of the 10, right? Now, what it sounds like is that the trades that you're looking at, the more volatile the stock, the wider that range is going to be. So a support level on Etsy, Enphase, Tesla, NVIDIA, Snowflake, Netflix, those are volatile stocks. The more volatile, the wider the range. Something like a Carnival Cruise Lines, a Ford, a Macy's, Bank of America, low volatility. So the range of that support is going to be smaller. So it sounds like just when you're looking at these trades, maybe just think about, okay, this stock's a little bit more volatile. Like maybe you're trading the SPY, which is more volatile. So maybe that support zone is a little bit bigger. So you're trying to be you're in the case of you being short, your take profit is too far into the support, and that support is holding. You're never getting filled, and then it's bouncing. So move that order higher, get your profit off in front of the support. So this way, if it bounces, you already got your piece off. And then if that support breaks, you're still in your position, not full size, but you're still in something. And then you got the follow through.
Right. Yeah. I keep seeing green and then it goes to red, man. And then I don't see that green anymore, Yeah. And that's it right there. No, I appreciate it.
Yep.
I've been trying to cut down on, looking at indicators and stuff, but that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
My pleasure, man. I'm happy to help.
All right. Thanks.
Great question.
All right, next up we have another Scott, but this is Scotty. So let's bring Scotty on. What's up, buddy?
Hey, gentlemen. How are you?
What's up, man? How are you?
Good, man. Good. Thanks for having me.
I like it, bro. You're my kind of guy. Hat and a hoodie. I like it.
Oh, for sure. Every day. But yeah, first of all, thanks to both you guys for doing this. I mean, it's awesome to be able to come on and ask questions in real time. And this is actually my second time on the stream too, so it's kind of cool. I'm becoming a regular. But anyways, so I think I'm finding I'm struggling big time with trading, but the thing is, I still love it. I love it. I'm still doing it every day. But I think my problem is how do I choose the right stop loss? Because I'm finding that I get into a trade and I am getting shaken out. Almost every trade I get into, I very rarely have a winner. And the problem is I get stopped out where I think I have the right levels. But I get stopped out, might drop a little bit more or go up, depending on what puts or calls. I'm mostly doing options. And then it'll reverse after that move, after I get shaken out. And I could have been green on many trades. And it's like, I don't know, and I think my entries are usually pretty good. I'm trying to buy, and maybe not though. Maybe that's my issue too. If something is approaching VWAP, I try to, and I'm kind of a scalper. I try to get in and out quick. So I'll buy something off of VWAP or off of the tap of a 9 or the 21 or whatever. But I'm telling you, it's 90% I'm wrong. Or I get shaken out, and
here's a big important question though, right? It's like 90% you're wrong. Are 90% you're wrong, or are 90% you're getting stopped out? Because there's a difference.
Right. Of course, big difference. I would say I'm right a lot more than what shows, but right. I do get stopped out.
Okay. So what I would say is, now without going into like much deeper conversations, I'll kind of give you some broad things on what could be happening. And then maybe you kind of be like, okay, yeah, that sounds like that could be something that's going on. You said that you're kind of a scalper.
Yeah.
Now, what I've seen sometimes that traders will struggle with is they are like, where I might say to somebody might say to me, well, I don't want to be a scalper, but then when I look at their trading, they're doing things that scalpers do, and that clashes big time. So an example, if you have a trader that is a scalper, like a true scalper, scalpers just trade momentum. They want to be in a stock when it's going up, and as soon as it stops going up, they're going to be out, and they'll be in and out of that same stock 8 times before, they'll get in. It doesn't go up right this moment. They're going to get right out. They'll get in, they'll get right out. They'll get in until it actually goes. And as soon as it stops moving higher, they get out. Those are momentum scalpers. It's a trading style that I don't implement, but other people do. That's like Geo, the moderator Geo. He's a momentum scalper. So, but what you end up happening is momentum scalpers will enter trades because they think it's the right time to enter a trade. A traditional day trader like myself or a swing trader will enter trades because they think it's the right price to enter a particular trade. And the biggest difference between those two things is if you're getting into a trade because you think it's the right time, that means you think the stock is going to go up. It's going to go up right now. And if it doesn't go up right now, you're like, oh, I'm out. And that tendency would make you start to put your stop losses a lot tighter than the levels should be. Where you might have, for example, I'll give you an exact example by looking at the SPY. Okay, because here's an exact example of what would happen to a scalper, right? Now, let's say you're saying, I want to get long off of VWAP on the SPY. I'm going to go to a full size right now, right? Because this is actually probably, I think from what you're telling me, this is probably a really good example of it from today. So let's say here's the SPY, right, today, and it pulls back to VWAP, and you're like, okay, I want to get long in front of VWAP, okay? And you sit there and you go, okay, there's my green candle. Now I'm long. I'm long the SPY in this green candle. You get this little bit of a push. And you say, my stop loss is right there. I'm going to put my stop loss right there at the bottom end of these candles, right? So that red line's my stop because there's the tails. I go, okay, well, it shouldn't go back beneath this. If it does, I'm out.
And then why is that? Why are you picking that particular candle? I see why. I mean, it's very obvious on the chart now. Well, but like in real life, in real time, that thing's coming down. I assume that's VWAP, right? That orange line.
Yeah, that orange line. Okay. That orange line is VWAP. So I'm just saying, like as an example, if you said I want to be long at VWAP, right? If that was if that's what you're trying to say. So let's say it pulls to VWAP, and then you see it holds. You get a little green can, and then here you get long, right? Because you said you want to be long at VWAP. So like let's say exactly, you're long right here. What a lot of traders will do if they set their stop losses too tight, they say, well, that's my stop loss, right? You see these two tails?
Yeah.
And that's too tight of a stop loss.
Okay.
So your stop loss would need to be, if VWAP is your support, you should not be setting your stop loss based on the tail of these candles.
Yeah.
Set it based on VWAP. So you're going to need to put your stop loss really underneath VWAP because what ends up happening is it pulls all the way back up, and then there you go. You just got stopped.
Yeah.
Right? Because now your stop loss is too tight.
Yeah,
you got
absolutely. That's like every day for me right there.
Right. Because your stop is too tight, and then look what ends up happening.
Yeah.
And you would have been right. So your idea is right, your analysis is right.
Exactly. Yeah.
But your stop loss placement is like a scalper's. So your analysis based on your trade idea is a day trader, but your execution for your stop loss is like a scalper.
Okay.
And if you give this more room and you set your stop loss, if VWAP is your support, you set your stop loss under VWAP, not, let's say, for example, like these tails, and then you get stopped out.
Yeah,
I'm just giving this as an example.
Exactly. No, and that's, you know what, honestly, Mike, that's probably a trade I took today. So when you say under VWAP, like how much room should I be giving it right there? Like when do I say, okay, enough's enough,
So now this is where experience as a trader will actually help you over time because and this is kind of what I was talking about with the previous person, Scott. Every stock has a different level of volatility. The more volatile the stock, the wider that range needs to be. Okay. Now, something like the SPY, I would say it's got to be, maybe it's 50 cents on something like the SPY. Okay. Where it's like, okay, the support level could easily be 50 cents wide. We have to remember support and resistance are areas, not one price.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I appreciate that, man. I mean, it's obviously something I struggle with. So, and I've been working on it and I feel like I'm getting better. So, it's good to hear some proper advice.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure.
Thanks, Scotty.
Yeah. Thanks, Adam.
All right, so next up, we have a trial member. His name is Anthony. He's got a time-sensitive question because he's in a trade. He needs a little bit of guidance or just your opinion, really. I know that you're not, we don't give out financial advice. You're not a financial advisor, but just looking for your opinion overall. I'll bring him on right now as a trial member. His name is Anthony.
Sure.
Anthony, you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Hey, Anthony. What's up, bro?
Hey, Mike. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
NEGG. My first day in trial, and I was kind of just following along with others and getting an idea. I'm I got in. I averaged about 3 cents on a put option for next Friday, the 20th. At 3 cents. I dumped 50% of it, but I burned up a day trade. Should I burn another one, or do you think I should have waited over the weekend? And
So you have put options on NEGG?
yes,
I think you're good. I think you're good. I'll tell you why. There's
I
a
got the
big
first bet 10 cents from 3.
nice, man. Nice trade. Well, I'll tell you why I think you're good. All right. Now, first, without even looking at it, I don't know what the reason. Was there a news catalyst on NEGG today? It's not a stock that I was looking at. Why is it up?
I actually couldn't find anything on it. I just kept watching the chart, and I saw other people in chat talking about it. So,
I'll tell you why I think. What's the expiration date on your contracts?
The 20th
of January?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think, listen, instead of burning the day trade, I think you're fine. I think you're fine to hold this. I mean, this is a nasty rejection up there at $3. You know, this $3 level was a previous level of support. When you look back here in July, you see that support level there. And it also lines up with that yellow line, which is the 200-day moving average. This stock shot all the way up to there. And now look at this tail. Look at this big tail pullback. I mean, it looks like you've got a cushion there. You're in from 3 cents. Where is it currently trading now? Let me actually take a look at it's at 10 cents.
10
right?
cents.
Right, let me see.
8 now. That's 10.
What's your strike?
The $1.50.
$1.50. Oh, these are yeah. It's 5 cents by 10 cents. It looks like so the $1.50. You've already got 50% of your position off. You know, I think you're okay here. If you don't want to burn the day trade, I think you're okay. The way that this stock is trading right now and it's pulling back, you have support at $2. But if this stock gets under $2, you know, I easily see it at $1.75 on Tuesday. So, you know, if you were in your full size right now, Anthony, I would say burn it and get yourself out and take some profit. But if you already got half your position off, I think you're okay to kind of hold on to some of this and see if you get a move underneath $2 on Tuesday.
Awesome. All right. I'll get on it. Or I'll watch it. I appreciate all your help.
Yep. My pleasure, man.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks. Very cool, right?
I love this actually. I'm actually really enjoying this, Adam. This is a great idea.
Yeah. You know, it's a Friday, it's a long weekend, so there's a you know, not a lot of people. There's really nobody else that I have in here. Let's see. I don't think people fully understand yet. Hey, let me go in the chat for a second. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Adam. I'm in the chat right now with True Trading Group. If you guys would like to come on the live and ask all your questions, so for example, Happy Trading, user Happy Trading says, Michael Edward, you think rally continues into next week? Well, Michael Edward's on YouTube, and we're inviting you to come on YouTube as well. You know, so feel free to come on in there. We have 1,500 people still in the chat at the end of the day. So any one of you are able to come on there as well. All right. Thanks, guys. So let's see if any of them do it. We shall see. Oh, here we go. Yep. All right. While we do that, Mike, why don't you see how many new people we have on here? Who's ever not a member, this is a great first live stream for you.
Yeah, guys. I mean, if you're not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG real quick. If you're not a member of True Trading Group, type the letters TTG. If you are not a member of True Trading Group, let me see who we have on here that's not a member. Guys, I will be getting out of the last piece of this block position before the close. We got about 2.5 minutes to go. The stock is still red, but
nice. We got Kenny Esposito. We got Augie. We got, let's see, who else is here?
Yeah, read them. I'm going to probably get out of this trade. You read them out, Adam, while I say
Yeah, we got Kirill B. We got Marius Opris. We got Angela Reeves. We got Loco Guck 23. Anthony Cesari, TTG trial, first day, and he got to get that advice from you. Very nice. Smithy Guy 50. Donovan Hubble is TT is a G. All right. Darian McGee, Der Garat, Sean Johnson. Is Sean Johnson the one that would say the Patek 50 something?
Yes, the Patek 5726.
Yeah. Very, very cool. All right. Guys, don't be shy. If you are not a True Trading Group member, just go ahead and type TTG in chat. All right. We appreciate everyone being here and being on the stream with us. What I'd like to do, Mike, do you have anything you want to say about your trade before I go into some things?
No, you can go right ahead. I'm actually right now. Okay, there it is. All right, guys. So I am now out that last piece of the block trade, 71.75, 71.75. I'm out that last piece of the block trade. I'm not carrying it over the weekend.
Excellent. All right. So one of the things we're going to do, someone says, think they are ready for me. We were born ready. All right. So first thing we're going to do here is I have some questions, Adam. How do I contact you? Yeah, again, real quick, guys, if anyone wants to come on to the live stream and ask your questions for Mike, all you need to do is send a text message to 786-505-4221. The number's right at the bottom of your screen. You're going to send a text message with your name and email and the question, and then I will send you the link for you to click so that you can come on the live stream with us. All right, very, very simple. This is great. Really, really digging the new format on this.
Yeah, this is cool. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so real quick, what I want to do is I want to go over something that we are doing for today, or really for this weekend. So, 1 second.
Here's a close, guys.
Where do we close at?
398.50.
Ah, very nice.
Right at yesterday's size.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. It'd be wild if the recession did not happen.
I would be completely flabbergasted.
It's a nice word.
Yes.
All right, so let's get into it. Here's what we're going to do this weekend. So as some of you may know, and most of you may not know, this whole week we have been unable to sell annual memberships, right? We have been updating our annual membership. We are finished. We have updated it, and we are ready to rock and roll, okay? However, we got like a record amount of trial members this week, something like 350 trial members signed up this week. And I think it's actually more than that, but I'm just trying to lowball that number. So what I'm going to do, because a lot of the trials were not able to come in chat when we gave out a bigger discount on the annual membership, and I want to make sure that it's fair for everyone. So before we put our price back at $13.50, what I am going to do is this. From right now till right now till Monday. Okay, so from today till Monday at midnight. All right. What I am going to do is we are going to give a 50. Is that what it is? A 50% discount on our membership, on the True Trading Group membership. That brings the price down from $2,212 all the way down to $1,100. What you want to do is you want to go to ttgoffer.com. That's ttgoffer.com, ttgoffer.com. You want to manually enter the coupon code where it says enter coupon code TTG121. That is TTG121. Click apply code or hit enter. You will see the price gets reduced from $2,212 down to $1,000. Then you will enter your name, your email, your phone number. You'll create a username, password. You'll put in your payment information, and you will check out. What you will notice is that anyone that signs up between today and Sunday, we are going to give you a brand new free laptop. This is going to be an Asus, HP, Acer, Dell, or Lenovo laptop. Totally free, just for you. The only catch is that we only have 20 of these between today and Sunday. Okay, I'm sorry, today and Monday, right? Whichever comes first. Either 20 people sign up and we run out, or 20 people, or we get to Monday at midnight and there's any left over, it just expires. What's happening is that I am not sure we're going to be able to get laptops next week. We have been on a serious run. We didn't have them right before the holidays, and then we got them right at the holidays, and I'm pretty sure we're about to run out, like, for real. So what's going to happen is what we're going to be doing is we're going to keep the one-on-one offer that we're giving you. So also, anyone that signs up, you're going to get a one-on-one with Mike. So just like what you saw today, but instead of it being 5 minutes, it's going to be longer, and it's going to be over the phone, and you guys will be able to communicate and go over stuff and share screens and everything else. Really help you get started. And if you didn't want it to be with Mike, if you wanted it to be with any of the 9 mods that we have in in True Trading Group, you could do that as well. All right. So let me just briefly go over real quick what you get with True Trading Group. So you have to think of TTG as like the Netflix of trading communities, right? We're 5-star rated on Trustpilot, over 2,000 reviews. You pay one price to True Trading Group for the whole year. You get access to the core of everything we have. What is the core? The core is all courses and all premium tools. All courses, all premium tools you get access to. We do have some things that you could purchase that do cost more money, but all courses and all tools are 100% included for the life of your membership. All right. So there will never be any upsells or for courses or tools ever. With your TTG annual membership, you get a professional 22-course curriculum. Joe, if you want to post that in chat, that's going to cover everyone that's just starting all the way to the most advanced traders. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed and Squawk. You get Quote Media's real-time level 2 data and real-time options data. You get TradingView's Pro Plus charting software with real-time streaming pricing. You get eTNA Simulator, so you can practice your trading without risking any of your hard-earned money. This is the same simulator that's used at California State University, at Fullerton, University of Wisconsin, at Whitewater, and Berkeley Haas and Illinois Tech. You get the Trade Ideas real-time scanner, which is the industry standard, our own proprietary scanner that has all the functionality of FinViz Elite with the power of streaming data thanks to our partners at Quote Media. You get access to our chat room, where we share our screens with you daily. We are in there from 8:30 a.m. all the way to 4 p.m. every single day sharing our screens. We're not in there for the first 2 hours and then we just disappear. We're in there all day with you in the trenches, trading. Our collective win rate throughout all the different moderators in True Trading Group is roughly 80% going on the last 3 years. We do daily live workshops, right? As an annual member, not only are you going to get that free laptop and your one-on-one with Mike or any of the other mod that you choose, we're also going to give you 2 small private study groups. Okay, this is a great way to help you get started and help you expand your education for the year. All right, we also give away hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cash and prizes to our members on a whim when we feel like it, and so much more, guys. True Trading Group. Last week the price was not this week, but the previous week the price was $13.50. It's going back to $13.50 and then being walked up. Our normal price is $22.12. We want to give everyone that was a trial this week a chance to sign up for a discount. All right, so from today till Monday at midnight, $1,100. That includes a brand new laptop. You do not need to enter your email address. I'm sorry, you do not need to enter your physical address at checkout to get the laptop. It's not needed. You just sign up, and then after you sign up, you get a welcome email that will explain the steps to claim the laptop. We do not charge for shipping. Shipping is free as long as you live on planet Earth. We have members in over 100 different countries. We ship laptops all over the world for free. You are not charged for shipping. All right. You do not need to enter your address at checkout. And also, last but not least, we do have a double your money back guarantee, which is huge. Nobody is offering that. And we're offering that because we've been around since 2016. And since 2016, our refund rate is 2.83%. We have a retention rate of over 78%, meaning people renew their membership year over year inside of True Trading Group. All right. In fact, the vast majority of our members are making money and becoming better traders. And I'll show you. TTG members, go ahead and type the $ in chat if you're making money and you're becoming a better trader. Go ahead and type the $ in chat if you're making money or becoming a better trader. Let them know. Now, if you're not a member, just go ahead and try and count the $. It's going to be really difficult to keep up with it all. All right? So again, if you are a member of True Trading Group and you are making money and becoming a better trader, just go ahead and type the $ in chat right now.
Oof, look at all those $, baby.
So
love it.
Yep. So we don't need to tell you that people are making money. We can let the people speak for themselves. Okay, that's the main difference also. I'm not going to sit up here and tell you, Mike's not going to sit up here and tell you how everyone's killing it and making all this money. And we're going to let them answer it for you. Okay, we're going to let them answer it for you. As you can see, they're doing it right now. All right. So again, go to ttgoffer.com. Put in the coupon code TTG121. You do not need to enter your address at checkout. And as far as that double your money back guarantee, go through our courses, complete our, pass the exams. We give you the answer key, right? So you could hypothetically cheat, but don't cheat because you're just cheating yourself. Go through the courses, pass the exams, do one of the 2 private study groups. You have all year. They're done every Thursday. So just do one of them. And at the end of the year, if you can't make back $1,100, I am going to give you back $2,200. That is not a gimmick. That is not BS. That is a fact. I have the receipts to back it up. 2.83% of people have been refunded. It's a real thing. We do that so you can hold us accountable. We do that so that you feel a sense of security in an industry that traditionally takes advantage of people. You go through the courses, you pass the exams. At the end of the year, and you do a study group. At the end of the year, if you could not make back your membership cumulatively at least one time, then that means we failed you. And not only should you get your money back, but you should be compensated for your time as well. So we give you the double your money back refund. All right. So that's it. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter coupon code TTG121. You will get everything. You'll get started right away. And that's it. So, Mike, how'd I do? How was that?
I thought you did fantastic. You told them everything it is to know. I mean, again, I'll just talk to you guys from the trading perspective. The tools that you get included with your membership are, I think, game-changing for your trading. Like, you're going to be getting the $5,000 worth of all of the tools, like Benzinga's newsfeed, Trading Views charts, the Trade Idea Scanner, dark pool data, a trading journal, a social sentiment scanner, unusual options activity, the options flow, analyst ratings, short data, insider buying, insider selling data. All of that is included for that $1,100. You don't pay extra for any of those tools. They're all included. But if you were to go to our simulator as well from ETNA. ETNA is a simulator that you have with the platform. If you were to go to these companies and you just go directly to them and pay for these tools, you're spending about $5,000 a year. It's all included in the $1,100. And you guys have a chance at grabbing that right here, right now, by going to ttgoffer.com. Enter that coupon code TTG121. You'll get the free laptop. How do you know you're getting one of the 20 spots with the free laptop? As long as you see a laptop in your checkout cart when you go to ttgoffer.com, that's how you know you're getting one, because once 20 transactions are taken with that coupon code, the laptop will just not be there, because we have 20 of them available between now and Monday at midnight, or next 20 people that do join. So take advantage of it. And you also get a one-on-one mentor session with myself or one of the other professional trading mods at TTG to ask your questions and really help get you guys started off on the right foot, or maybe right any of the wrongs that are in your portfolio now, and answer whatever questions that you have to get you guys headed back in the right direction. So that's going to be for the next 20 people. Go to ttgoffer.com and use that coupon code. If you have any questions at all about this membership, do not hesitate. We're a full open book. Send us a text message with anything that's on your mind. You have questions about me, questions about the platform, questions about True Trading Group as a company. You have questions about anything. Send a text message to 786-505-4049. That number is at the bottom of your screen, 786-505-4049. Send us a text. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. All right. So again, you'll know you're one of the 20. You don't have to enter your address either, guys, for that free laptop. Once you join, you're going to get a welcome email. The welcome email will have instructions how to claim your free laptop. All right. Like I said, one of the next 20 people to join, it is yours. That laptop's got a retail value of around $300. Use it to trade with, give it to your kid for school, use it for work, sell it on eBay, put the money back in your trading account, whatever you want to do with it. It's yours free. It's yours free. All right. We cover the shipping costs. All right. And also, if you are an existing trial member, okay, if you are a trial member, all right, and you guys want this deal, you also send a text message to 786-505-4049. So if you're currently a trial, you used to be a trial, or you used to be an annual member, you guys send a text message to that number as well, and we'll hook you guys up. Make sure you guys get this coupon code. Okay?
All right. Very cool. So before we move on, because I do have somebody else that is coming on to the stream.
Cool.
We do need to welcome, what is it? Valletta. We have to welcome Valletta.
Valletta, welcome. Welcome to the family, Valletta, our newest member of the TTG family. Everybody welcome Valletta. There are now 19 spots left for those laptops, guys. Grab one. It's free. It's a free laptop for you. And remember, if you can't make the $1,100 membership fee back at least once during your membership, we'll give you back $2,200. That's the deal. So Valletta, welcome to the family. Go to ttgoffer.com. Use the code TTG121.
Yep. If you're a trial member, a current trial member, and you want to take advantage of this, you have to just go ahead and send us a text message. I think you already covered that, right? 786-505-4049. We have to whitelist your account before you can use this. All right, next up, I'm going to bring on Nate. Nate is a current member. I'll just read it. It says, he goes, I'm an ex-pro baseball player.
Oh, I'm jealous of you, Nate.
And my main question is how to work like a pro as a trader as far as prep, details, so on. I'm going to bring him on. He'll ask the question direct.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead. What's up, Nate?
What's going on? You guys hear me all right?
Yeah. What's going on, Nate? How are you, man?
Perfect. All good. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Doing well.
And I mean, my days are done. So, it was fun while it lasted in the trenches every day,
Yep. I miss it.
All right. I played pro for 8 years and like the underdog, made my career happen, whatever, that same. So for me, there's just so much like passion and work in the details, level to level, and kind of to outperform my talents and all that,
Yep.
to with trading to get the same kind of like passion. I just know what it takes to be a real pro, and I know how much the details, making the right decisions matter, and I've really struggled to be doing that consistently with over trading. You name it, over trading, taking with Scotty, but talking about taking his cut with the stop loss and then watching it run and just the emotions of it all and all that, and me successful was like playing with the emotion and all that. So it's really a daily to turn that off, and come into trading and I watch you today maybe, or 2 trades a day, and sit there almost. It appears in silence, but it goes on behind the scenes, so you can do that and enjoy doing it too, most out of your day.
Yeah. Like when it comes to trading, a lot of it's really not all too different from being a professional, like in other aspects and other things. Like I, for one, especially baseball players, we're superstitious as all hell, and it's like, and there is like that need for a routine. Nice. Yes. So, it's like that need. I know it. So that need for routine for me is very important. Like I have a routine every morning where, when I wake up, maybe, get a quick workout in, I've got to have my breakfast. And when I sit down, I have to go through like a whole process to get myself ready. Just like, getting ready for a game or, your walk to get into the batter's box. And right before you get set, you go through the exact same motions, like right before you get set, before the pitch comes. It's like that routine for me is important in my trading. And the other thing that I will say is, just like in baseball, when you can't take a bad at bat into the field, or you can't take a bad game into the next game, you always have you can look at 3 fastballs right down the middle and walk yourself back to the bench, but you're going to get another at bat. When it comes to trading, no matter how bad of a day that it is, like I can have my worst day of my entire career, and the next day could be my best day of my entire career. Like you always have something, you always have a shot at redemption when it comes to trading. And it's very important to have a very short memory in trading, because you don't want to carry the good with you, but you don't want to carry the bad with you. If I have a big day trading and I carry that excitement into the next day, I can get a little arrogant and cause myself to maybe not stick to my stops, or press the gas a little too hard and get too much position size. And the market will humble me very quickly and remind me who's boss and who's in charge. But similarly, if you have a really bad day, tomorrow's a brand new day. The market can do something completely different, and you can have completely different price action. You can capitalize on it completely different. So it's like having that short memory and having that routine in the morning helps me kind of reset every day. And for me as a trader, that's very important to reset every day, just like you want to try to reset every at bat or every game. And for me, that's a big part of it.
I think I can definitely improve that for sure. I'm kind of, I've been in it for 2 years with you guys, and it's like a blast just being consistently profitable. And I'm just at that point where it's like, okay, kind of take it to the next level. So if you have time for one more question, I was, it's like ready to take that step. And it's like, all right, so go study, go spend, I'm TTG certified and all that. And I've gone through not all the Trader Paloozas, but I mean, I know, but it's like, if I'm going to spend, hours this weekend, especially at the extended charts and studying, what do you see as the most beneficial way to go about that process? I feel like I can look at charts for hours, right? And I can say, okay, like you guys read a chart, right? So I can anticipate what I feel properly. And I feel like as far as, again, the details of trading and making the right decisions daily, that's what really needs to be worked on. So yeah, I mean, for like this weekend, what's your advice for like studying in the right direction?
Honestly, when it comes to like technical analysis and charting, it really is. I mean, repetition is the key. The reason why, like when someone will ask me like on a live, like, oh, Mike, what do you think about this stock? I'll give you all of the levels, the patterns, like within 2 seconds, because I've looked at a million charts in my life. So it's the more that you study charts, like if you're saying like, oh, I'm going to go spend some hours studying charts, that's the best thing that a trader can do, for not just in the beginning of their career, in the middle of their career, in the latter part of their career. The more that you look at charts, the easier, because charts are just pattern recognition. It's just, okay, the last time I saw something that looked like this is what happened. And the more that you look at charts, the easier those candle patterns are going to jump off the chart of you. The easier that the support levels, the resistance levels are going to jump off the chart of you. I would tell you that, that is exactly the way that you should be going about it. Just repetition. Just like, hey man, how do you become a better hitter? How do you get better at hitting a curveball? You go into the batting cage, you set the machine on the curveball setting, and you sit there and you take 1,000 hacks. Like just the exact same way that's how you get better hitting a curveball. The more that you look at these charts over and over and over again, the easier it's going to be to spot the setup. Just like the easier it is to spot the breaking ball coming out of the pitcher's hand. Like the easier you're going to be to spot these setups. And when it comes to like taking the next step as a trader, now you're talking about like increasing position size and increasing risk. And it sounds like you're kind of maybe right on the cusp of wanting to do that. So what I will leave you with is when you are increasing position size and you are increasing risk, do so in a ladder fashion where I tell people increase your size by 25% increments. So if somebody normally, let's say, risked $1,000 on a trade, I'm just making up a number for easy math. If your risk tolerance is $1,000, start risking $1,250. And you want to do that very specifically for two reasons. Too many people go from, oh, I'm risking $500 per trade, I'm doing really well, and now I'm going to start risking, $1,500 or $2,000, or I'm risking $100, I'm doing really well, now I'm going to start risking $400. You can't make those huge jumps like that in your risk. Mentally, you want to make sure that you're okay with the new risk. If you're okay risking 100, chances are you're going to be fine risking 125. But if you're risking 100 and you're okay with 100, and all of a sudden you start risking 300, that 300 might be too much for you. And now all of a sudden your emotions are going to get in the way when you're making your trading decisions, and that's going to hurt you. Now, then you have the actual P&L part of your trading, which would be when you have, if you're risking $100 a trade, okay, and now you start risking 125, you want to make sure that you're consistently profitable at that new risk tolerance for about 2 weeks before you bump up by another 25%. And the reason why you want to make sure that you're still consistently profitable for 2 weeks at that new level is to give your P&L a chance to catch up to your new risk. So you don't have an air pocket in your P&L. Because if you go from risking 100, let's say maybe you risk $100, maybe when you're right, you make 175. But then if you jump to 300, all of it, oh, we lost him. We got him back?
I think so.
Hey,
all right, so I got you back. All right, so what I would, that's right.
I'll
was
back and watch that, man. Yeah, safe to say I'm not tech savvy.
That's okay. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So like you want to make sure that you increase your risk by 25% increments. Stay at, when you bump up by the 25%, stay there for 2 weeks. Make sure you're still consistently profitable. Then bump up another 25%. Stay there for a few weeks. Make sure you're consistently profitable. Bump up by another 25% because you want to make sure that you're profitable at the new risk so that when you go to your next bump, you've got bigger wins that are now going to act as a cushion. Because if you go from risking $100, if you're risking $100, you make, let's say you make 150, 175 on your winning trades. But then if you jump to 300, now you make 2 losing trades, you just wiped out like 5 or 6 winning trades. And that's going to really bother you psychologically. So that's why you want to give yourself time to like let your winners be bigger to build a cushion that will absorb when you do run into a rough patch, because eventually you're going to start to, get into a little funk. You have a couple of losers, and you want to make sure that your P&L has a cushion to absorb it. And it's not just like a woof, you wipe out 2 weeks of profit in one day.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And that's I've done all the hard way or the stubborn way, and it's tough. So I really appreciate that.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure. All right. Oh, there's Adam. Adam, you're back? Oh, he's gone.
Hey. No, I'm back.
Yes. I said you're back, and I said he's gone.
Here's a question. Let's see. Hang on. Let's see if anyone else. I have a unique and good question. Great. I have a unique and great live platform. if this person comes on. There we go. They're going to come on right now.
Cool.
Let's see. So I really, really like this whole
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Do you guys like it?
I think they love it.
All right. Justin, what's up, dude?
How's it going?
What's up, Justin, man? How are you?
Good. I'm doing pretty good. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so I can hear myself with the lag, so I'm just going to keep talking to myself. But my question is, I'll tell you about my trading self. I'm trading with you guys for a year, and you're pretty good at doing longer options, and I always catch myself in the and I feel like I know why. My risk management could be better, but it's mostly just I reload too much. But so I got myself in a big like that with this SPY because I thought it was, I think I would out and I didn't. And I always sell out of my baggies a little too early, just like the charge run I did for tax harvesting and some of the Amazon leaps I used. I could have waited a couple of weeks and been very solid. So I've been looking into the market and how to read it and who to really trust and look for as I'm trying to play longer term options. And my question to you is, can you give me importance on where to look and who exactly to listen to? Mike Wills said, he said we're going to have an economic hurricane, but then he redacted that statement they made him, in my opinion. It kind of tells me that.
I think we just lost. Do we lose Justin, Adam, or? Yep, we lost him.
Yeah, but you can answer the question. You heard him.
Yeah. So I think he was asking me like who could he trust or who could he listen to? Is that's what I heard at least. And there's a list of people whose opinions I value pretty greatly, but their opinions will oftentimes clash and their opinions will oftentimes not line up. So you have to realize like all of the professionals that are out there, there's the handful of people whose opinions I value greatly. Muhammad Alarian, I think, is one of the smartest guys on planet Earth. Dan Niles is one of the most active hedge fund managers who takes on a much more active trading approach to his asset management. Dan Niles is someone that I respect greatly. Jeffrey Gundlach is an absolute titan in the fixed income markets, and when you want to know anything about what's going on in bonds and everything, Jeffrey Gundlach is a guy whose opinion I value pretty greatly. Leon Cooperman is another person who's a titan of the industry. I value his opinion. David Tepper is someone whose opinion I value very greatly. I actually applied out of college to work at his hedge fund. I never heard back. But David Tepper is another person that I value their opinion pretty greatly. I also value Tom Lee's research. Josh Brown on CNBC is someone whose opinion that I value. And these are just a list of people who I value their opinions, but it doesn't mean that their opinions are always going to align. I mean, out of all the people that I just said to you, some of them think we're going to have a recession. Some of them think that we don't. And all of these people will be wrong. And all of these people will be right. It's none of the people that I'm saying to you are like, hey, this person's never been wrong. All of the people that I've just said to you have been wrong before. But use what they are saying and their reasoning and their analysis to develop your own and to come to your own stance and to your own thought process, right? Like once you understand, you know, how the bigger picture works, because that's what we're talking about. His question is really like the bigger picture, you know. Once you understand how like all the economics tie together and how inflation and interest rates, how that affects different areas of the market, and you take a look at the bond market, like when I tell people that the bond market's calling the Fed's bluff, the bond market is telling you that the Fed is not going to get to raise rates over 5%. If the bond market believed that, you'd see the 2-year treasury significantly higher than 4.2, where it is. So the bond market's calling BS. They're either telling you the Fed is not going to get to 5, or that the economy is going to weaken to a point where either the Fed is going to purposely not get to 5, or they're not going to be able to get to 5 because the economy is going to crack before they get there. That's what the bond market is telling you. So the bond market's calling the Fed's bluff. So like just simple things like that understanding of the bigger picture, the more you understand that kind of stuff, you take this analysis from all these different professionals and all these different people these are people whose opinions that I value, and I take their analysis and their thought process and I pair it with my own to come up with my own opinions and my own thoughts and my own analysis. At the end of the day, it's always better for you to do what you think, not just blindly follow somebody else, because when you blindly follow somebody else, it hurts more when they're wrong. When you are wrong, it's an easier pill to swallow. And face it, all the professionals you listen to on CNBC, on social media, myself, you know, if you listen to me, all of us will be wrong throughout different points of our career. Nobody's going to be able to be right 100% of the time. The idea is that you're going to be right a lot more than you are wrong, but that doesn't mean you're still going to be wrong, including yourself. You'll be right, you'll be wrong. So use all of those people that I just said, their analysis, coupled with your own, to come up with what you think is the best decision and what you think is the most likely scenario.
All right, perfect. And then we got we have to welcome Lighton, Liton, Lighton.
Lighton, welcome to the TTG family. Everybody, welcome Lighton. That means we're down to 18 guys. Only 18 laptops left until Monday at midnight. I don't think we're gonna last until Monday. So I would go to ttgoffer.com. As long as you see a laptop, you're good. Enter the code TTG121. You have to click apply code. The price will drop to $1,100. That's over 50%. That's a 50% discount on the membership. And you'll get the free one-on-one mentor session. You'll get the double your money back guarantee. And I don't think you need the double your money back guarantee, but it's there to hold us accountable. Right? It's there to hold us accountable. So.
Yep. Over 97% of people have not needed it since 2016.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
if you guys have questions, send us a text, 786-505-4049.
Yep. All right, we're going to bring on one more person. This is user Spy Hunter.
Oh, nice. I know Spy Hunter.
They had a question for you as well, so here we go.
Sure.
Spy Hunter, what's going on, buddy? Is the mic not working?
Hello?
Yep, there we go.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey, what's up, Spy Hunter? How are you, man?
Not bad. Quick question. Well, I guess a lot of us STR was having issues with following some of the trades and stuff. But I guess one of the questions I had was what is the best way to fight your emotion when you're in a volatile trade?
Position size, brother. Position size. The way that I control my emotion, like let's say, for example, like the most volatile trades out there, right? Like when HKD was going nuts and like all those small caps that halt all over the place, those are the most volatile trades in the market. But then you'll also have like the SPY on a Fed day, super crazy volatile, right?
Yeah.
The best way to control your emotions is to lower your position size to a point where, because that's really what it comes down to. You know, like when I get into one of those fast moving small caps, let's say if I say, guys, I'm long at 1150, my stop loss is $10. I know damn well that a stock like those crazy small caps, it might blow through $10 and I might not be able to get out at $10, or maybe it halts and I'm stuck in the halt and it gaps down on me. The only way for me to control my emotions during all of that volatility is if I reduce my position size for that volatility. And now even the stock drops to 10, and I can't get out until 9:50, I'm still not getting my head cut off. And like, I know that, so it's like the higher the volatility, obviously the more money you can make if it's a really, if you get a huge move, but also the more you can lose. And by taking less position size, like if I took 2,500 shares instead of 3,500 shares and the stock goes from 11 to 16, does it really matter? No, I'm making a boatload of money regardless. But if I get out at 10 versus 9:15, well, now all of a sudden that does matter. Like that difference in position size does matter. And everybody will always say to me, like, one of my greatest strengths as a trader is, I think, like my patience and my discipline with my stops and sticking to my game plan. But like, people will say to me sometimes, like, "Oh, Mike, like, how did you hold through that?" Or like, "Man, you got balls of steel." Like, no, it's just that my position size is correct. It's a position size I'm so comfortable with that if my stop loss is 10 and the stock gets to 9.95, I'm not panicking out of my position because I'm very, very, very comfortable with that risk. So like, if you're in a position and you're getting close to your stop or you're right at your stop and you are very, very antsy and anxious to exit immediately, chances are your position size might be a little too high.
Okay.
And that's really how I stay so calm. But if I doubled my position size, I would not be that calm. Like, my emotions would be taking over. I would not be as disciplined and as patient as you guys see me now during the day. It's literally because my position size is something I'm comfortable with. But if I double that, I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to be in control of my emotions. I'll be struggling with the exact same things that a lot of traders struggle with when it comes to emotions. It took me a while to figure that out, but it's a huge part of your trading.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. No problem, man. I'm glad to help.
Damn. I really love this.
Yeah, this is cool.
Pretty neat, man. We're always trying to find ways to innovate on here and do stuff, and I think we just found something new.
Always trying to bring value to the stream and value to our viewers. I think this is fantastic. We bring value.
Yeah, pull up Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin is just popped, dude.
Yeah, dude. Bitcoin is on fire.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Well, I'll pull up Beto.
Why Beto?
That's just the ETF that tracks Bitcoin, because I don't have Bitcoin on my TC2000.
Oh, you know what does? The TTG platform.
It sure does. Crypto.
Here, I'll pull it up on my end.
Yeah, go ahead. So I have this open already. That's why I can't.
Oh, give me one moment. One sec. And charts. All right, here we go. Let me go ahead and make this. Can you see it, Mike, or no?
Yes, I can.
All right, cool. Let me try and zoom in a bit, or maybe even. Yeah, it's not gonna because of the message. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. What do you want me to set it up at?
It's a daily chart.
You want me to do a 3-minute, 5-minute?
A daily. And zoom it out. So, yep, you're good. You're good. So right now, what this looks like to me is a failed breakdown. So if you see that last time you had that big volume surge when you broke that little flat bottom, I can't see the exact price, Adam, but you see that flat bottom right in the middle of the screen?
Right here?
You see how there's support there in the middle of the screen? Right there. Yep, perfect. See how you go straight across and you see all that support that there was there? And
Yep.
then you'll notice that it broke that and you had a huge surge in volume to the downside. But then now we've just taken it right back up. That's a failed breakdown. It looks like this thing's got more room to the upside. And really all you are seeing right now in the first 2 weeks of this year is like what led the market today. Consumer discretionary. Consumer discretionary is the last sector that people would buy in the likelihood of a recession. So what you have seen happen over the last 2 weeks is funds and portfolio managers came into 23 with the realization that they are so overly positioned defensively into utilities, into consumer staples, into healthcare, into all of the defensive areas of the market, which are the areas that you would want to be in if you do go into like an economic slowdown. They're so overly positioned in those areas and they have no exposure for growth or like what would be considered like higher risk assets. And now all of a sudden you got 2 weeks of economic data that has moved the needle of the possibility of a soft landing has gone up and the possibility of a recession has gone down. Now, you still are probably a greater likelihood of a recession than you are a soft landing, but that's not the way that these risk analysis and these computer programs go about adjusting their positioning. So as the possibility of a soft landing increases, you're going to see buying go into some of the higher risk or higher growth and higher risk assets of the market, which is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is one of them. So are consumer discretionaries. Like you look at Amazon. All you need to do is take a look at what Amazon has done to start off the year. Look at Amazon. Amazon got pummeled. If you guys look at my charts up at the top right, Amazon's gotten pummeled in 2022. But that stock is rocking right now to start off 2023 as people have gone into consumer discretionary names. All the stocks that got beaten up in 2022 are the ones that are moving higher so far in 2023 because your risk programs are out there and saying, you know what, we don't have enough exposure just in case there is a soft landing. And you're seeing positioning shift so that people they're taking profit on the consumer staples. They're taking profit on some of the healthcare names. They're taking profit on some of the utilities because they're huge winners in 2022. So they're saying, okay, well, let's actually peel some of those profits off. Let's roll that into the consumer discretionaries to give us a little bit more balance and less completely one-sided defensive positioning. That's all you're seeing so far to start off the year. And Bitcoin is one of those assets. So Bitcoin's moving to the upside, consumer discretionary is moving to the upside. But if there's a recession, consumer discretionary is the last place that you want to be. It's just a matter of positioning.
Okay. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. So Monday, huh? Monday, 8:30?
Monday, 8:30. Set your reminders, folks. We're going live. We're going to talk about the earnings outlook for the week and what I think the market's going to do. The market's going to keep ripping. We got to see what the futures market does. We closed above the 200-day moving average. You've not had more than 2 days above the 200-day moving average since the very first 2 days. Nope, that's only 2 days. Since March. You have to go back to March, the last time that the SPY was above the 200-day moving average for more than 2 days. Today, you are above it. So today's day one. If you're above it on Tuesday, that would be day two. It has not happened since March. That would be one hell of a move. How many people are still on the live stream that are not members? I'm curious. We still have about 900 people here. Type TTG if you're not a member of True Trading Group still and you're on the live stream with me here. I want to see who we have. Just type TTG if you guys are not members. Kirill, Samuel Tali, Don, David, Fernando, Relaxation, Chemical Solution. A lot of new faces. These are also new names. I think you guys might be first timers on the channel. So a lot of names I don't recognize. I like to see a lot of new faces here. Expediting Addicts, John. Great, guys. A lot of new faces that are with me here today. Jeff Anderson, how are you? Guys, listen here. What I'll do real quick, like I said, you guys have a chance here today at a 50% discount on the membership before Monday. And it comes with a free laptop and it comes with a one-on-one mentor session with myself or any one of the other mods at True Trading Group and a double your money back guarantee. Don't forget that. If you can't make back the $1,100 at least once, we'll give you back $2,200. That's the deal. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. You'll get a welcome email with instructions how to claim that free laptop. You don't have to enter your address when you join. As long as you see the laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. We got 18 of them remaining here with you guys for this weekend. Let me show you the platform, though, so you actually see the courses and all the tools, everything you get access to, because the tools, like I said, they're about $5,000 worth, and you get access to it for just the $1,100, not to mention the whole curriculum and the entire platform. So I'll show you guys the whole platform now, just so you guys can see what you get with it, because it's an all-inclusive membership. You pay the $1,100 for the whole year, and you get all of our courses and you get all of our tools. So let me show you what some of the stuff looks like. Of course, you get the chat room where the mods and I share our screen with you during the day. You see what we see. We're live on the mic talking to you during the session, calling out our trades in real time, answering questions, providing market commentary throughout the day. And you'll also get to use the mobile app. The mobile app lets you be in chat even if you're not in front of your computer. So you can see the screen share, listen to the audio, and get real-time push notifications when the moderators enter and exit trades. So when our orders execute, you get push notifications sent out through the mobile app. All right, that's how so many members that are not able to be in front of their computer work in their full-time jobs or have their busy schedules. That's how they're able to benefit from the platform, by using that mobile app. You guys get access to all that when you join. You get 2 private study group sessions. We do them every Thursday. This can really just help speed up your learning curve. You also get the Benzinga Pro newsfeed. Now, this will cost you $1,000 if you go to Benzinga directly. It's included with your membership to TTG when you join us for $1,100. That's the value of this platform. Just get access to these tools without having to pay anything extra for them. You get Trading Views premium charting software. That's about $600 a year. It's included with your membership. The Trade Ideas scanner streams on our platform every day. That's a few $100 a year if you went to Trade Ideas. You get the ETNA simulator, let you trade stocks and options with fake money so you can practice what you're learning in the courses. This will cost you just under $1,000 if you went to ETNA directly. It's included with your membership. You get our own proprietary scanner, let you create your own custom scans. You get dark pool data, unusual options activity. This data is very expensive. You guys paid for it on your own. It's included with your membership. You get a trading journal that tracks all your trades, breaks it down for the numbers and statistics. You can see what you're doing wrong. And then you get also a social sentiment scanner that will tell you what stocks are being mentioned most on social media. You'll get analyst ratings on any stock you want. So how you see how many analysts have a buy, sell, or hold rating on the stock. And you'll be able to see if there's been insider buying, if there's been insider selling, what the short data is. It's all included. Every day, the mods and I publish a watch list, the stocks we're looking at, with a game plan on how we plan on trading them, so you know where to focus your attention. We got to welcome Shane. Shane's the newest member. There's only 17 spots now remaining. Everybody welcome Shane. 17 laptops now remain. Welcome Shane. TTGoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. If you have any questions, text us, 786-505-4049. You'll also get all the courses. This is a simplified version of what I learned working at the fund. There are no VIP pro courses that cost more money. There's no upsell for courses. You get all of them. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it, we've got it. It's all included with your membership. Then there's a video library that's got about 400 hours of workshops that we've conducted, talking about different topics You can watch all these in the video library, but you can also start attending these workshops live once you become a full-time member. All right, guys, it's time you invested in something real, something that can actually help you reach your goals. Now, I can't guarantee that you're going to be successful just because you joined True Trading Group, but I can guarantee you that if you go through the courses, pass the quizzes, attend one study group, and can't make the $1,100 membership fee back at least once during your membership, we'll give you back $2,200. That I can guarantee. That's our double your money back guarantee. Now, we've only had to give that to 2.8% of our members. 78% of our members renew their membership. That's why I'm confident to give you guys a double your money back guarantee. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121, click apply code, price drops to $1,100. You see a laptop, that's how you know you're getting one. Check out, you're good to go. You have any questions, send us a text message to 786-505-4049. If you're currently a trial member, or you used to be a trial member, you used to be an annual member, you guys want to come back and take advantage of this offer, text that phone number at the bottom of the screen. We have to whitelist your email in order for that coupon code to work for you. All right, folks. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this live stream. It was a nice, different format. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, everyone that tuned in, or thank you to everyone that called in to ask your questions. I had a great time doing it. We'll do this more often. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on notifications, enjoy your extra long weekend. The market is closed on Monday, so we'll be going live right here, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to give you guys my outlook for the earnings that are coming out next week, and I'll give you my outlook for the markets and how I plan on making money. Thanks for joining me tonight, folks. Again, subscribe, smash that like button, turn on notifications. I'll see you all Monday night.